I want to start with congratulations. I've seen the first 5 episodes of the new season. It's fantastic. Fans are going to love it.
Thank
you.
What was it like actually for you guys reading the scripts for the first time? Because the scale and scope of this season is like massive.
I mean, we weren't really that surprised because the Duffer Brothers always bring it more and more as each season goes. So I don't think we were that surprised. But watching it is a different thing than reading it, because reading it, you're like, okay, that sounds intense. And then watching it, you're like, oh my,
Yeah,
like
right.
it's so insane.
Different when you actually like see it come together.
Yeah, I think that is more like that kind of revelation of knowing that the scale and scope of it is so much bigger. It's more of a visual thing for me, rather than maybe reading it on paper.
And you kind of, something interesting that I noticed, like what you don't see in the script, but you see like when it comes together, is how they transition between all the different stories and different places. And they do it so clever.
Like I know.
Like people, it's just so, I love it.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. Yeah, I love that. Some of those transitions in the music. In episode 1, there's this amazing transition of me and then Sadie, and I just love it. Like it's a really cool shot that they do. Yeah.
They're kind of talented, the filmmaking. Just,
yeah.
They're somewhat.
Kind of. I'm so curious though for you guys, because Stranger Things has been such a huge part of your lives for so long, and you're kind of in the end game now in terms of, there's one more season of filming. Has it sort of hit you a little bit that like you're nearing the end? Have you thought about that at all?
I mean, it's definitely something that we're rejecting to accept. We're not ready for it just yet. And I think we've said this before, but we're the last persons to accept it. You can talk to anyone before us, and we are not ready for it.
No.
So it's going to be a hard goodbye when it comes, but I think we'll always be in each other's lives and always keep in touch. And yeah, this show will obviously have a very important kind of stamp on all of our lives.
Matt and Ross told me that episode 7 and episode 9 of this upcoming season are like movies in terms of the length and how much story and how much is sort of revealed. Do you guys think at the end of the season, spoiler free, of course, that fans are going to be yelling at the television or accepting? Do you know what I mean? Because it sounds like that finale is going to be massive.
No, I think maybe yelling. Maybe yelling. I think you're gonna yell, but not too loudly. I don't like yelling.
Yeah.
I think you guys are gonna be yelling for sure. It's a wild ending for sure.
When you think back on the 4 seasons, is there a shot or sequence that still gives you nightmares in terms of the challenges as an actor trying to pull it off?
Oh yeah. There's this scene in there's this in season 3. There's a shot of me falling through the dream sequence. I'm going through Billy's memories, and it was a dream sequence, and I'm doing like a falling shot, and it's a really cool shot, but I had to be on this insane like kind of like lift. Like the baby things where people they bounce like like in those little baby toys. That's what I was in, but like really high up in the air, and then I just had to keep spinning, and I just kept vomiting. Wow. So I think every time I watch that in season 3, I get like nauseous again. So that's that. Physically, it was so unbelievably challenging for me. Really nauseating.
I think for me, so many. I mean, I think in season 2, there was one scene just like at the end when they were getting the monster out of me, and it was like the exorcism scene, and I was just screaming like all night, and it was so demanding because it was like there were so many angles and shots that they had to do, and for each shot like you have to give your all. You can't like half-ass a shot. So there's every different angle and every different shot is just constant screaming and everything, and it was like all the way up until like 6 a.m. of like like it's just so much, and
he's a mic guy, just probably.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then oh my god, it was just so demanding, and it turned out well, but you don't need to do it again.
No.
Thank you so much for your time, and seriously, congrats on a great season.
Yeah,
thank you so much.